What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got a wild story out of Indianapolis that, as usual, stories I talk about usually end in some type of tragedy. This one's no different. You see this woman right here? This woman's name is Amber Cooley. She was 26 years old. She was a kindergarten teacher. She just became a mother of a 5-week-old baby girl. This woman, ladies and gentlemen, was beaten to death by this man, her husband, Robert Cooley, who's now in custody, in police custody. It's two things I learned, coming up as an adult and dealing with, relationships and marriage. Two pivotal things or hurdles you have to get over or understand when you deal with somebody for the first time. You never know somebody until, one, you live with them, and two, you have children by them. A lot of different things can come out of a person, or another side can come out of a person when confronted with these two things, which should be celebrated, but a lot of times it causes the downfall between two people that claim to be in love. Take a look at this news article, man, and I'm going to just come back and do what I do.
The disturbing murder of a kindergarten teacher. She had also become a mother recently when police say she had been killed by her husband. IT-mate's Kat Sandoval is talking with her parents, sharing their heartbreak and what their message is tonight.
Just a few steps from where I'm standing is where they found 26-year-old Amber Morgan's body. She was brutally murdered, and we got a chance to speak to her parents.
This was a woman that they don't make them like that.
Corey Morgan described his daughter as a bright star who loved being a mother.
That Friday night, she went to Costco with her mother, and she took everything up 2 flights of stairs, having a 5-week-old baby.
That was the last time the parents saw her. Corey requested we call his daughter by her maiden name, Morgan. Her husband, Robert Cooley, confessed to the murder, telling officers, "I did something bad. I need to go to jail. And then later, I took my wife's life." Police found Amber Saturday morning in her home. Police say her face was beaten so severely she was unrecognizable. She was shot in the head and her throat slit. Officers saw blood on Cooley's hands and clothing. Amber's parents say there were red flags with Cooley, but didn't think it would go this far.
He was verbally abusing her and what I would call starting to spiral out of control since a little shortly before the birth of the baby.
He threatened me. He tried to engage in a physical altercation with me.
Amber's mom tells us Amber asked for a petition for dissolution of marriage papers the night before she was killed.
We think that he tried to confront her, and she told him something he didn't want to hear.
Amber was a kindergarten teacher at Victory Prep. She taught there for a year.
She just cared for others deeply. She just had a history of connecting with anyone.
Her husband faces a preliminary murder charge and is in Marion County Jail without bond. The parents tell me they will be adopting Amber's 5-week-old baby named Audrey. I'm IT-mate's Kat Sandoval, Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
All right, guys, that's the story of what happened to Miss Amber Cooley. May she rest in peace. And my sincere condolences go out to the family. I know it's hard losing your child, especially your girl, your baby girl. Guys, listen, my daughter's 8 years old, and I love her to death. The way the world is now, I fear for her in meeting somebody as sadistic and childish as this man right here. I want you guys to take a look at this picture. This is Amber and her 5-week-old daughter. How happy she is. Glowing. Proud mom. Father should be glowing too. That's her first baby. That's a hell of an accomplishment when you have a child and you hold it I mean, it's one of life's great pleasures when, you understand the importance of being a parent and being in a loving relationship, whether you're a man or a woman. Does she not deserve to be happy like that? And they say this might have started because of her wanting to have papers of separation or to get away from this guy, who they said there were red flags, but they never thought it would go this far. Looking at this dude, he looked like something wrong with him. I'm just being honest. She was a kindergarten teacher. Most people that deal with kindergarten children are usually people with very good souls. Most of the time, sweet people. From what I've seen in the news article and what's been said about this young lady, nothing but good things. She seemed like a good woman. She just had a bad husband. There are people out here, like I told you, that wear masks to get you. And then once they got you, they can't keep up this charade for long. Said they was together 4 or 5 years, right? Wound up getting married. And it's a shame it had to end like this. I mean, stuff like this is really heartbreaking if you really think about it. Nowadays, ladies, and gentlemen, just hear me out. It's like all guys wish they had a beautiful woman with a nice soul, sweet disposition. Nowadays, that's not even enough. You never know who it is you marry sometimes. You might think you know somebody, but over time, it's always something that'll come out of left field and throw you for a loop and have you scratching your head. Now, the degree of that, the head scratching differs, but to be verbally abusive to somebody that just had your child. See, I always had this thing, man, like I can't get over like when dudes kill their wives. Killing your wife is like killing your child. It's like on the same level as this is supposed to be your better half, your soulmate. This is somebody that said to you, hey, I will let you lead as a man. Wherever you going, I don't care. I just want to be there with you. And that's not enough nowadays. A lot of these two dudes like this, it sound good at first to want to get married, but don't have a plan or anything in place. And a lot of times they don't know where they're going, the direction they're going, and how to get there. And they turn this frustration of their own failures into, on their mates. This is very upsetting. All of these domestic abuse cases, child abuse cases, any case of abuse is upsetting. But it's really hard to deal with what they say he did to her. Beat her face in. Really. Bad enough you hit her once, but you got so much rage and frustration and somebody wanting to get away from your ass because of the cause and effect that you did. The only option is to take them out of here. How many times you think when she was getting hit, she thought about her baby, what was going to happen to her kid? This guy jumped up to fight the dad. That was me. That'd have been his first and last time. I'm sorry. I don't care if you love me. You got a kid by you. You got to go. He'd be in the trunk somewhere stinking. I'm dead fucking serious, man. It's like nowadays love don't mean nothing and everything is confusion when it comes to how men and women should relate to each other. It's a damn shame. Here she is, 26 years old, just had a baby, wasn't a teen mom or anything like that, wasn't out in the street doing dumb shit, trying to live a life, had her own spot with this guy, and it wasn't enough. You couldn't work through it. And you can't sit up here and get mad and take somebody's life that you supposedly love when it's a whole bunch of little things that build up to the point of this woman saying, I don't want to be with you. So you, Mr. Cooley, sitting up there in jail right now, no matter what games you playing in your head, you was fucking wrong. And you'll get what you get. But no matter what they do to this man, it will not bring back Amber. It will not, help the upbringing of their child. And she'll never get true justice. The grandparents, Amber's parents, in mourning, and I know they hurting, have to raise a child all over again. 5-week-old baby, probably look just like their daughter. You know how horrific that is? They got to tell their daughter that daddy killed mommy later on in life. These things right here is what we don't think about before we go and fly off the handle and take somebody's life that we claim we love. You love somebody, you protect them. I say that all the fucking time. But it's like some people don't get the memo. People use the word love loosely. Did you notice they said she went to Costco with her mother, came back, carried all the stuff upstairs herself. It's like she didn't even want her mom to come in the house because it was friction. How many of y'all been in that position? You don't know if a person gonna fly off the handle or not. A lot of times you don't want to come home. Sickening. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. There are people out here that don't deserve hot piss to drink or a hot stone to eat. I'm sure it was signs she seen, but she wanted to give him another chance. Or perhaps she said, hey, maybe he'll grow out of it like I did. If you're not getting what you want from your partner, get the fuck out of there. And she did the right thing, but it cost her life. Once she served them papers, she should have left. That's just my opinion. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.